Today we're taking a look at two photo outings, one at Bristol Renaissance Fair in Wisconsin. Definitely really interesting place to take photos. Also, I have a previous video on that one if you want to check it out as well. Another one at Anderson Japanese Gardens for their summer festival. Beautiful place, great garden to take photos. In this case, I wanted to be as mobile as possible, so I just used my cell phone. I was thinking about bringing a large setup, multiple cameras, a bag, or even just a single camera. Now I can use the M100 with the 22 and it does fit in a cargo pants pocket, but just barely. And accessories wise, I still need to bring sunscreen and things like that, so I was pretty limited if I didn't want to bring a bag. Anyways, it was interesting to try the phone out in those situations. I'd done a few videos with the phone, definitely do more in the future. I think it's a good tool for certain situations. Let's check those photos out. So if you have a somewhat recent cell phone, it's probably got a pretty decent camera on it. They're getting better and better with AI technology and improving the photos through software, but even the cameras themselves, some of them have multiple cameras, some of them have just improvements with a larger aperture, larger sensor. In this case, I have an LG Stylo 3. It's getting pretty old, but it's still decent enough. 13 megapixels, f2.2 for the main camera. It's a 1/3-inch sensor. Probably has some type of contrast detect autofocus. It's not super fast, but it's decently good. I did try to calculate the focal length on this lens with the 7.21x crop factor and 3.7mm main lens. We get around 26 to 27mm full frame equivalent. With that focal length, it's pretty wide, definitely good for crowd photos, street photography, things of that nature where you want that wider look. I do use the open camera application. In this case, it gives me DNG raw photos. Now, my specific phone, it doesn't have a lot of features like full manual control, but I can do exposure compensation and things like that, add a histogram to the screen. Definitely really useful to use that application over the stock one in my specific phone. But apps add a lot of flexibility to taking photos with smartphones. For the Renaissance Fair, I tried to get crowd photos, people photos quite a bit. That seemed to be what I was focusing on with that outing, but really I was just trying to enjoy the time as much as I could, so I'd snap photos when I was able with the phone. With Anderson Japanese Gardens, the summer festival, I did try to go more with taking photos of the gardens itself. I'm used to taking photos there, I've gone there a lot, and maybe crowd photos were okay, did a little bit of that, but don't want to get in anyone's face in those situations. It was not as busy, of course, as the Renaissance Fair, but definitely quite a few people. As you can see throughout the video, I did crop things to 16:9 to fit the format of the video itself. Really like doing that, but with the phone, I think it turned out pretty decently well. Got some interesting photos out of it, and using the DNG RAW really helps out to get the best look to the photos that I can get from this phone. The point is to use what you've got on hand, try to go through situations where you want to get the most enjoyment out of it, but also do photography as well, and try to find a good balance of having stuff with you, bags and weight and all of that. In my case, I really do like being super mobile when I can. Maybe eventually I'll look for a camera that really is very pocketable, but still larger sensor and things like that, but those are usually pretty expensive. In the interim period, definitely phones are good enough in my opinion for those situations. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Scott from Photography Bonsai. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. That helps me out a lot. Likes and shares help out a lot as well. Thanks again.
A7 and R4, yeah. 61 God. I don't need more files. Yeah. I don't need. You can shoot it in crop mode at 26 megapixels.